Hi guys, welcome back to the Cricut UK YouTube channel. My name is Paige Joanna and I am a craft and sewing content creator. I am on the Cricut channel today to show you 3 easy beginner projects using iron-on vinyl. Now I've kind of coined myself as the iron-on queen. I absolutely love using iron-on for my projects and I use them a lot over on my YouTube channel, and they are just probably one of my favourite materials to work with. So in this video I'm going to share 3 projects with you, super easy, beginner friendly projects that you can go ahead and make for yourself. I will also upload them onto my Cricut Design Space profile so that if you want to go make these exact projects you can go and check out those in the links in the description box. But I will show you kind of how they're made and they're going to be super easy. So yeah, if you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up, and we're going to get straight on into it. So for the 3 projects, here are the materials that I'm going to be using. So I'm going to be doing a cushion cover today. I've just picked up this lovely sage green blank from IKEA and a cushion infill, but you can pick these up in most home stores. And I'm going to be using this Smart Iron-On in glitter, and it's this really gorgeous gold glitter. So I'm going to use this iron-on for the sage green. And actually this one, just to note, Smart Iron-On is a material that doesn't require a cutting mat. So if you're completely new to Cricut, then make sure to check out my Getting Started with Cricut videos, because it kind of goes over all the basic essentials of Cricut, including what a cutting mat is and all of that sort of stuff. So they're super easy and it just takes out any of the fuss, and I just love using these, they're amazing. So we've got the gold glitter, and that's going to be with the sage green cushion cover. We've got a tote bag blank, and I love this. It's compatible with infusible ink as well, but we're going to be obviously using iron-on for this project. And I'm going to do some pink iron-on for this one, and it's called Pink Rose. Again, another Smart Iron-On vinyl. And then last but not least, we're going to do a little cosmetic bag. This is another Cricut blank as well, also compatible with infusible ink. And I'm going to be using this offcut that I have. It's a Smart Iron-On again, and in a black sort of shade. So everything that I mentioned will be in the description box below for you to go and find for yourself. Also to note, I will be using my Cricut Explore 3 for this project. For our first project, we're going to use the text tool on the design space. So just click text and insert the words "you got this," and you'll see I insert the word "you" and then go through the fonts on the top left. You just click that down, and I scrolled through for ages trying to find the perfect font for this project. I then settled on this one called Chip Decor. And the easy tool here is just to right click and press duplicate if you're using the same font for different words. And then I just put "you got this." You want to play with the layers, drag them around and then highlight over all of them. And then you can click the align tool at the top and press central align. Once they're all aligned, I then clicked on images and I searched for a border just to kind of give this a little bit of detail. And I inserted this lovely little heart border, changed the colour to match the same colour as the text, and then duplicated that so there was 2 of them. I highlighted over all the layers and then also clicked align like I did with the text as well. Once I was happy, I highlighted over all of it and pressed weld. Once the design was ready, I clicked make it without matte because it's a smart material. And for iron-on projects, you want to make sure that you select the mirror function. I then selected Smart Iron-On, and then that sends it through to your machine. You want to put your iron-on vinyl shiny side down. So now it is time to weed off the excess vinyl from our project. And you can very slightly see it there. So I like to just cut off the excess vinyl. And then to do this, you'll need a weeding tool. These come in most of the Cricut accessories packs, and I'd say this is pretty much one of those essential items that you'd need. We can go ahead and just weed off all the excess vinyl, and I like to start with the centre of the letters, but you can start anywhere, it doesn't really matter. There you have it. There is the design. So I've got my Cricut heatproof mat here, and you just want to lay your base product down. So obviously I'm using this little canvas style cosmetic bag. This is a Cricut one, 100% polyester. In order to know what temperature you need to iron it on with, you can check the guide on the Cricut website. However, I'm going to be using my Easy Press 3, which has an app called the Cricut Heat app, and it takes all of the sort of guesswork out of it. And you just plug it in, and we can follow the instructions on the Cricut Heat app. I'll show you how that's done. So we're going to use the Cricut Heat app, select our Easy Press 3. You want to say start new project. Transfer material is an everyday iron-on, and we are putting it onto a Cricut blank. So you can actually select Cricut blanks, and it's a cosmetic bag. So you press next, send settings to Easy Press, and this will Bluetooth the settings over to the Easy Press so that you don't have to do any of the guesswork. Obviously you can use a iron for this, but the Easy Press just makes it a lot simpler. So yeah, just need to wait for that to heat up, and then we can follow the instructions to put our vinyl onto our bag. And there we have it, you guys. There is the finished pouch. Super easy to do. One of those really simple project ideas, but really cute for like a gift idea or something like that. But yeah, I absolutely love this, and you can go and check out this project for yourself. I will leave it in the description box below for you guys. Next up, I wanted to show you how I'm going to create a future bride tote bag style of design. I was really inspired by these two images that I found on Design Space, but I wanted to show you that you can make your own designs, and obviously you can use my finished design as well. I will leave it linked below for you guys, but this is how I made it. So I selected the text tool, wrote the word bride, and then searched for a font that I like the look of. Also worth noting that there is now editable images on Design Space, so you can actually find those and edit them, and it's really fun. But here we go. here's me making my own design. I really liked this font called DTC Bikini Babe for the word bride, and then I inserted the words I'm the, and it took me ages to find a font that I liked to go with this, but eventually I settled on this one, which is called BFC Holly Berries, and I played around with the sizing of the words, and then I just inserted the words to be as well. I then clicked on images and inserted the word rose. Here's that editable file that I mentioned earlier. But then yeah, I just had a look through lots and lots of different rose images until I found some that I liked, and inserted a few different ones so that I could play around with it and just figure out what I liked and what I wanted. And here's a quick look at me playing around with the different images and seeing what worked, what didn't work, until I found a kind of vibe that I wanted to go for. And actually I found the more simplistic shapes worked best for this design. But yeah, this is just to show you that there's hundreds of lovely images on Design Space that you can choose from, and you can make your own designs, just have fun with it. But if you want to use I'm the bride to be design that I have created, I have saved it on Design Space, so you can go ahead and just make this project straight away. So here is the finished design. I needed to resize it to fit my tote bag. So in order to do that, I just measured the tote bag and then resized it in the top here. Once it was sized to where I wanted it, I clicked make it, and then headed through the settings, same as before, made sure that mirror was selected, put my vinyl shiny side down, and then let the machine do its work. So we need to repeat the process as before and weed off the excess vinyl, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. This one has a lot more detail to it, so it will obviously take a bit longer, but if you are new to Cricut and you're new to this entire thing, then just take your time. Some of it can be a little bit fiddly, but it's worth it if you just sort of take time with it. So I've laid out the tote bag same as before, and I'm going to press start new project on the Heat app. Transfer material is a everyday iron-on, and it's on a Cricut blank tote bag. Next, send settings to Easy Press, and then we just follow the same routine as before. And there we have it, you guys. I'm going to show you the finished tote bag in all its glory. So for this last project I inserted the letter W and I chose the font William. It took me so long to choose a font. I feel like that is what I spend my time doing. Anyways, and then I went onto images and searched Willow. So W is for Willow, and I am wanting to put this on a cushion. Also, our last name is Watts, so I feel like this is a nice thing to have in the living room or whatever. So I searched through and found these gorgeous willow leaves. So I inserted those into the canvas and then just played around with the images and sort of where I wanted them to be placed. I also inserted these little berries as well, as I just thought they were really cute. And then once I was happy with the placement of the leaf and the berries, I wanted to insert some text and do that before I kind of flattened any of the images, just in case I needed to move it around. So I knew I wanted to add the words the Watts family, so I just played around with that in the same font called William, and I inserted Watts family, and then later on decided that I also wanted to insert the word the, so I had a little play around with all of that. And once I was happy, I just flattened the image by highlighting over all of the layers and selecting world. Once I'd resized the image to be the right size for the cushion, I clicked make it and then just followed the same process as before. Clicked without matte, made sure that mirror was clicked, and then just sent it through to the machine. We also need to repeat the process with the glitter vinyl, and just an FYI for anyone who's a beginner, glitter vinyl can be a little bit trickier to weed off the excess when it comes to like the delicate parts, so also it's like a little bit harder to see, unlike with the plain colours, it's harder to see where those cuts are, so again just take your time. And there you have it, you guys. There's the finished project. I hope you enjoyed seeing them come together and seeing how easy it is to work with iron-on vinyl. So I hope this gave you also some inspiration to go and make your own projects. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe to the Cricut UK YouTube channel, as well as go and head over to my channel, which is Paige Joanna, where I share lots of other Cricut videos as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Bye!